We were 35 miles off the coast of Key West, not too far from the Marquesas Islands on Newground Reef. I was one of the last people to go down. Found myself in water that was of low visibility, not much more than the length of your arm. And I started to just observe the plaque. I experienced at that moment an extreme sense of comfort. I don't know how to explain that. Maybe it's because the job was done. I like to think that people who have passed on may still be with us. That's a belief system that is not scientific. And I believe that they may have been. I have never felt better in my life. And when I came up and hit the surface, I really thought that I had a visit with family.
Seeing the shackles at the museum, especially the children's shackles, it was a very painful and emotional experience for me. And it really hits home. You have proof in your hand that this existed, and it's something you've never had before. So it was extremely emotional.
The shackles talk about the trade itself in the sense that kids were part of the economic structure, but it says to us, along with the other artifacts, that people were caught up in a crisis situation, a genocidal crisis situation, extending over several centuries. And that there is nothing inherently wrong with people caught up in a crisis. They were good people. They were inventive. They were compassionate people. They were strong, courageous people. They obviously had a lot going for them because they wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't be here otherwise.
Besides the shackles, the other one that really hit home was the tight pack, how the slaves were packed into the hold of the ship. They were like sardines. I mean, they didn't have any room to even move. Head, feet, everything was just crammed in. Everyone was crammed in, and the shorter ones were on the end around sort of a circle, half a circle, and it was just unbearable how they survived. And that, I think, will impress a lot of people when they see that. And besides the shackles, there were a lot of other artifacts that were found. The trade beads were interesting, and they had ivory on the ship. They had muskets. Mm-hmm. And there were pewter vessels to hold wine or water. And usually you see glass bottles, but these were pewter. And that was a very interesting find for archaeology.
These artifacts serve as a focus so that, I'm sorry?
It's evidence.
So it's evidence. It's an enhancement of the written word, if you will. It's an enhancement of your memory wherever it's come from around slavery. So what you want people to do is not only to talk about it in terms of their own families and friends, but you want, at some point, for blacks and whites to be talking about it.